Right, now in this lesson we'll be solving third equations by means of squaring. So third equation, 4x plus 4 equal 6. Alright, so if you start with a simple variation, third is already isolated, meaning it's alone on the one side of the equal sign, left hand side, and 6. So therefore I square both sides. 1 mark for squaring. 6 squared would give me 36. Square and square root, they cancel, so I have 4x plus 4 equal 36. Take plus 4 over, 36 minus 4 gives me 32. 32 divided by 4, x equal to 8. Alright, go to more complex problem. Alright, so in problem number 2, I have square root 3 minus x plus 3 equal 2x. The third is not alone, so I have to isolate the third. So I take plus 3 over, becomes minus 3. Now I have the third alone. Got 1 mark for isolating the third. Now I can square both sides. So if I square root 3 minus x squared, it becomes 3 minus x. However, the binomial, there will always catch you out because you forget there's a middle term. So again, 2 times 2, 4, x times x, x squared. 2x times negative 3 gives me negative 6. Negative 6 times 2 would give me negative 12x. Negative times negative plus positive, 3 times 3, 9. So 1 mark for there. Writing in standard form, 4x squared stays 4x. If I take minus x over, it's plus x. So minus 12x plus x gives me minus 11x. And 9, if I bring 3 over, minus 3 would give me plus 6. So 1 mark for standard form. Next mark for factorization, so 4x squared simply becomes 4x times x. Factors of 6 is positive, but middle term is negative. Negative 3 times negative 2 gives me positive 6. But minus 3x, the two closest, if I marry them, the two that's divorcing, 4 times negative 2 gives me negative 8. Negative 3, which is negative 11. Alright, now there x equal 3 over 4, or x equal to 2. We always have to test our answer. So I put 2 back in there. 3 minus 2 gives me 1. Square root of 1 is 1. And 1 plus 3 would give me 4. 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 equal 4. But if I use 3 over 4, 3 minus 3 over 4, right, gives me 2 and a quarter plus 3, and there 2 times 3 over 4. So the answer on the left hand side doesn't equal the right hand side. Therefore, x not equal to 3 over 4. So we always have to test the third when we get there, right? 1 mark if you've tested, and one of the answers. Sometimes both answers are valid, but most of the time one is not valid and the other one is valid. Right, now here in the third problem, we're doing the most complex variation. So the third there is isolated. I have another third and 1, so when I bring 1 this side or 1 that side, I need 1 third to be isolated. So there, if I square both sides, 1 mark. So there's square, x plus 6 simply becomes square. And here, because I have 2 terms, don't forget the middle term. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times square root 7 minus x stays square root 7 minus x times 2 gives me 2 square root 7 minus x for my middle term. Square root and square cancel, so I'm left with 7 minus x. Right, so don't forget the middle term. Right, if I take my x's, minus x plus x, so minus x become plus x, x plus x, 2x. Alright, 1 plus 7 would give me 8. 8 becomes negative. 6 minus 8 gives me negative 2. And I'm left with 2 square root 7 minus x. So again, I'm isolating the square root. Right? So square both sides. There. 2 squared 4, 7 minus x. Don't forget the middle term. 2 times 2 gives me 4. X times x, x squared. 2x times negative 2 would give me negative 4x. Negative 4x times 2 gives me negative 8x. Negative times negative, positive. 2 times 2 gives me 4. Alright? If I multiply out here, 4 times 7, 28. 4 times negative x, negative 4x. Right in standard form. So if I bring that over, I have 4x squared minus 4x becomes plus 4x, so minus 8 plus 4 would give me minus 4x. Minus 28, if I bring it over, 4 minus 28 would give me negative 24. There's a common factor, so I divide everything by 4. So that becomes 4 divided by 4, 1. Negative 4 divided by 4, negative 1. Negative 24 divided by 4, negative 6. So x squared is simply x times x. 6 would be negative 3 times positive 2 to get negative 6. But minus 3x, the two closest that are marrying, the two furthest that are divorcing, plus 2x. So 2x minus 3x gives me minus 1x. Therefore x equal 3 or x equal to negative 2. But if we test now, if I put 3 in there, 3 plus 6 gives me 9. Square root 9 is 3. 7 minus 3 would give me 4. Square root of 4, 2 plus 1 gives me 3. So I have 3 equal 3. If I use negative 2 plus 6 would give me 4. Square root of 4 would give me 2. There 7 minus 2 would give me 9. So 7 plus 2 would give me square root 9. Square root 9 is 3. 3 plus 1 would give me 4. But the side here I have 2. Right, so the answers are not the same, therefore it cannot equal negative 2. So hope you've enjoyed the lesson. Get used to the procedures. There it's given in the marker location. Pause if you must. Write down the problem, read to it, follow the explanation, make your own notes. Right, all I know is maths requires constant practice. And those that put in the time to continually practice and get used to the patterns, they are bound to be successful. God always rewards hard work. Alright, don't give up. Continue working. Wish you nothing but the best. Like, share, and subscribe.